Hello dear students, the aspirants who are preparing for TSICET and APICET, this is a very useful video because I am trying to do a series of videos based on the ICET examination preparation. Not only for those students, the students who are preparing for campus placements and SSC and CAT and MAT examinations, these videos are going to be help you in solving the quantitative aptitude section and logical reasoning section. So let's start with the discussion of analogy questions, which are given as question number 21 to question number 30. There is a 10 marks of weightage in the ICET examination. For that, I just want to introduce myself. I have made a video based on how to get a rank less than 100 in the ICET. So I got a good response for that. And even 2023, I have appeared for the ICET examination and I got 64th rank, and I got a seat in the Usmania University for MBA. Even if you want to listen the free coaching classes in YouTube, you can just subscribe to My3 Educational Academy. We'll give a series of videos on ICET for your preparation of 2024. So let's start with ICET examination pattern. So in the ICET examination, overall we'll be seeing 200 questions. Out of 200 questions, 75 questions are given from analytical ability. So we'll be starting with this session. In our series, we are going to start with the problem solving module in the analytical ability. In the problem solving module, we are having 55 questions. So out of these 55 questions, 10 questions are given from analogy module. So the 55 questions weightage is this. So these are all 55 questions plus 20 questions is data sufficiency. So data sufficiency is question number 1 to 20, but I am not starting with data sufficiency because data sufficiency requires the some other knowledge on quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning sections. So without having knowledge, if I discuss data sufficiency, there is no use, no one can able to understand. That is the reason we are going to discuss data sufficiency at the end of this series. And now I am starting with logical reasoning and problem solving module, that is analogy. Analogy is a very easy module and it's a scoring module in the ICET examination because we have 10 marks as a weightage. And it's a very simple concept to understand. Only with more practice, you can able to get a good score in the analogy. So let's start with the session 1. Questions on analogy which are given in TSICET paper, question number 21 to question number 30. I have collected as it is questions which are given in 2023 TSICET paper and I am discussing those questions. Let's start with this. So basically, before we jump into analogy questions, the first thing we have to understand what is analogy and what type of questions we are going to see in the analogy. So basically, analogy means it's a relationship between the elements. So you are going to have two pairs. We have to observe the two pairs and answer the question. That means, for example, let's take a simple question to understand better. So I have a question like this: 881, then 11 is what? Like this, you are going to see the analogy question. So what you need to do is you will be having two pairs. This is called one pair and this is called the another pair. And whatever is the pair which is completely there, we are going to treat this as a reference pair. And whatever is having a question mark, this is an unknown pair. What you need to do is in this reference pair, observe the logic, what is happening here. So 8 is given and 81 is what? 81 is 9 square. 8 become 81. That means n become n plus 1 whole square. This is what is the logic which is happening here. The same logic you can apply to get your answer. So here there is a number 11. So 11 will be what? 11 will be 11 plus 1, 12 square. What is 12 square? 144. That's it. That is how you have to solve. That means what is the thing which you need to understand here is you are going to have the reference, observe the logic in the reference, apply the same logic to get your answer. And what are the type of questions we are going to see is, we are going to have a number analogy questions, letter analogy questions and word analogy questions. Let's look at what type of questions are given in 2023 paper. Question number 21 to 30 I have collected. Let's look at them. And before we jump into question number 21 to 30 and before we solve all the analogy questions, we just need to have some basic prerequisites. That means when you look at number analogy questions, you need to know the minimum basics on square numbers ranging from 1 to 25. You must remember 1 to 25 square numbers because most of the questions I have seen from last 5-10 years papers. So most of the questions which are given on analogy, odd man out, are connected with the square numbers and cube numbers and alphabets with the respective positions. So the first prerequisite is memorize the squares ranging from 1 to 25. So you can just use a simple logic to find out the square. How to find out the square? It's very simple. See, for example, I want to find out 12 square. What is 12 square? 12 square is nothing but 12 square is indicating 12 into 12. So 12 into 2 is giving a result as 24. I am taking like this. And 12 into 1 is 12 plus 2 is 14. So finally the result is 144. And this is how we used to solve in the school. But if you want to find out the square of the number quickly, what you can do is you can use a simple formula of a plus b whole square. What is a plus b whole square formula? I hope everyone knows this. A plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. A square plus 2ab plus b square. Here please follow the same order. And now what I am doing is I am trying to use a plus b whole square formula to find out square of any number. That means, for example, if I have 12 square, I will take like this, a value as 1 and b value as 2 and apply a plus b whole square formula here. So, a square is nothing but 1 square. 1 square is 1. 2ab is nothing but 2 times 1 into 2, which is equal to 4. And b square is nothing but 2 square, which is equal to 4. And this is what your final result as 144. That's how you can find out the square of any number. See, for example, I want to find out 13 square. Treat this as A, treat this as B. A square is nothing but 1 square, which is 1. 2AB is nothing but 2 times 1 into 3, which is 6. B square is nothing but 3 square, which is 9. Mark your answer as 169. For example, 21 square is required. So 21 square, I am just taking like this. 2 square is 4. 2AB is nothing but 4. And 1 square is 1. Mark the answer 441. For example, 31 square is required. So 3 square, which is equal to 9. 2AB is going to be 6. 1 square is 1. Mark the answer as 961. Like that, you can find out the square of any number. But instead of solving for every question, it is always suggested to remember 1 to 25 square numbers. 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, 10 square is 100, 11 square is 121, 12 square is 144, 13 square is 169, 14 square is 196, 15 square is 225, 16 square is 256, 17 square is 289, 18 square is 324, 19 square is 361, 20 square is 400, 21 square is 441, 22 square is 484, 23 square is 529, 24 square is 576, 25 square is 625. So remember these square numbers. So this a plus b whole square formula you can apply for all the numbers, no doubt in it. But memorize 1 to 25. About 25 if you find any number, then for the calculation purpose you can use this logic. Can we apply this logic for all the numbers? Yes, we can apply. Let's check for one more. You will get a clear clarity how to solve when we have a carry. That means, for example, let's assume that I want to find out 16 square. So 16 square value, you all know 16 square is 256. Can we apply the logic which I have told you in the previous? Yes, definitely. So how can we apply? First, take this a value as 1, b value as 6. Apply a plus b whole square formula. A square is nothing but 1 square, which is 1. 2ab is nothing but 2 times 1 into 6, which is going to be 12. B square is nothing but 6 square, which is going to be 36. If you observe this, this is not directly matching with the answer as 256. Previously, we have 144, 169, directly we got the answers. But here we are not getting this answer. That is the reason we are making a slash after performing every operation of a square and 2ab and b square. So what you need to do after getting this is, you just need to take a last digit which is available. The last digit is 6 here. Send the remaining thing as carry. Carry means it is going to be added to the next number. 12 plus 3, which is equal to 15. Again take a last digit which is going to be 5. Send 1 as carry to the next number. 1 plus 1 is 2. Finally your answer is 256. Can we apply it to all the numbers? Yes, now you can apply it to all the numbers. So what you need to do? Use a plus b whole square expansion as a square and 2ab and b square. After that what you need to do is take a last digit in each and every space, send the leftover part as carry to the next number. For example, Let's assume I want to find out 23 square. So I am taking this A value as going to be 2 and B value is going to be 3. Let's look at A square is nothing but 2 square, which is equal to 4, and 2AB, which is going to be 2 times 2 into 3, which is equal to 12, and B square is nothing but 3 square 9. What do you need to do? You just need to apply the same logic in each and every space. Take a last digit available, send the leftover part as carry to the next number and keep the leftmost digit as it is. Mark the answer 529. Like that you can find out the square of any number. Let's check one more number. 45 square is there. So you want to find out the value of 45 square. So first you split this. So A value is 4, B value is 5. A square is nothing but 4 square is 16. 2AB is nothing but 20 into 2, 40. And B square is nothing but 5 square 25. Take a last digit 5, send it as carry. 40 plus 2 is 42. Take 4 as a carry. 16 plus 4 is 20. Finally, your answer is 2025. Like that, you can find out the square of any number. But minimum prerequisite for solving the questions is, remember 1 to 25 squares. Very, very important prerequisite for the aspirants who want to get less than 100 rank in ICET. You must remember these values, memorize these values. Don't ever try to solve in the exam. If it is 18 square, blindly you have to say it is 324. 19 square 361, but don't try to solve in the exam 19 square 19 into 19, 99, all those things you should not do. Memorize all these values because we are going to see these numbers in the number series and odd man out and analogy questions as well. So do remember this prerequisite number 1. And moving forward to second prerequisite. The second prerequisite is remember the cube numbers at least ranging from 1 to 15. 1 to 15 cube numbers you must remember. 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125, 6 cube is 216, 7 cube is 343, 8 cube is 512, 9 cube is 729, 10 cube is 1000, 11 cube is 1331, 12 cube is 1728, 13 cube is 2197, 14 cube is 2744, 15 cube is 3375. At least remember 1 to 15 cubes. It will be very much helpful in solving the questions. Not only this, even these cube numbers are very much helpful when we are solving arithmetic questions, and that too the questions of simple interest and compound interest and percentages. Okay. Anyways, we'll have a discussion of those numbers later. And now, is there any shortcut to find out the cube numbers? Yes, we do have. Just like a square number, we are using a formula of a plus b whole square for finding the square number. To find out the cube number, you just use the formula of a plus b whole cube. What is a plus b whole cube? A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. So instead of plus, I am using a slash just for the convenience. See, for example, you want to find out 11 cube here. So I am just splitting a value as 1 and b value as 1. Here 1 cube which is equal to 1, 3a square b, that means 3 times 1 square into 1 which is equal to 3, 3ab square, that means 3 times 1 into 1 square which is equal to 3, and b cube is nothing but 1 cube which is equal to 1. So final result is 1331. For example, I want to find out 12 cube. A value is 1, b value is 2. So a cube is nothing but 1 cube which is 1, and 3a square b, that means 3 times 1 square into 2 which is equal to 6, and 3ab square, that means 3 times 1 into 2 cube, 2 square which is going to be 4 which is equal to 3 into 4 12, and b cube is nothing but 2 cube 8. So what you need to do, take a last digit which is 8, take a last digit which is 2, send 1 as carry to the next number which is 7, keep the leftmost digit as it is. So 1728 will be the value. So like this you can find out the cube number, but I am expecting you to remember 1 to 15 cube numbers directly. It will be very much helpful when you are solving the questions. So 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125, 6 cube is 216, 7 cube is 343, 8 cube is 512, 9 cube is 729, 10 cube is 1000, 11 cube is 1331, 12 cube is 1728, and 13 cube is 2197. 14 cube is 2744, 15 cube is 3375. So these are the very, very important cube numbers. If you observe repeated questions in the ICET examination based on the cube numbers, which I have make some star mark on list. So just if you observe the previous papers, you will understand the importance of these cube numbers in the logical reasoning module of SSC CGL or RRB and other examinations also. So moving forward to third prerequisite, that is remembering alphabets with the respective positions. So A to Z alphabets with the respective positions you must know. That means if you see any alphabet, for example, there is an alphabet S, so immediately you should be capable of saying it as 19. For example, K is there, immediately you should say it as 11. For example, T is there, immediately we should do able to say it as 20. So like that, every alphabet with the respective positions, if you remember, it would be very easy to tackle the questions which are related to coding and decoding, and as well as letter series and letter analogy. So to remember this, I am just trying to give you one simple trick to remember all the alphabet positions. Use this trick for getting the alphabet positions easily. So the trick is EJOTY. We call this as EJOT trick. E indicates 5, J indicates 10, O indicates 15, T indicates 20, Y indicates 25. So these are the alphabet positions. If you just observe, E indicates 5, J indicates 10, all 5 multiplier positions. O indicates 15, T indicates 20, Y indicates 25. E, J, O, T, Y, EJOT, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5 multiplier positions. You can just remember using this trick. So how it is going to help us in solving the question? For example, you want to find out the position of M. So M, N, O. O is 15, so N will be 14, so M will be standing at 13. For example, I want to find out the position of S. S, T. T is 20. T20 cricket. You can remember like that. S is going to be 19th alphabet. So let's assume I want to find out J position. So J is EJOT. J indicates directly 10. I want to find out the position of K. So I, J, K. J is 10. So K will be 11. Like that, you can connect, because only the gap between these two elements is 5. So you can connect with any one of the nearest alphabet and get the position of that particular alphabet. Okay. This is the first third prerequisite which I am expecting you to remember if you want to score high in the problem solving module. So let's look at this. For example, I want to find out ICET, ICET in numbers. What is I position? So EJOT, EJOTY, J is going to be 10. So I is 9. What is C? C is 3. What is E? E is 5. What is T? T is 20. I simply remembered all the alphabets. That is the same thing I am expecting from your end. Remember all the alphabet positions ranging from 1 to 26. So A to Z alphabets, and even vice versa. If you see the number, you should be capable of saying that in alphabets. For example, I have 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. So what are these in terms of alphabets? So 1 means A, 4 means D, 9 means I, 16 means P, 25 means Y. Like that, you just remember all the alphabet positions with the respective number with the alphabet. So this is very important prerequisite. I am expecting you to remember prerequisite number 3. And that's it. There is nothing more to do. Let's start with the questions of analogy. Look at the question number 21, which is given in TSICET 2023 paper. If you observe this question, pen is taken as 40, then lot is taken as what? How to solve the questions? So pen, they have taken in some number. So I am just taking alphabet positions. So pen, P indicates what? P indicates 16th alphabet. O indicates 5th alphabet. N indicates 14th alphabet. What is the sum of this? 16 plus 5 is 21. 21 plus 14, which is giving a result as 35. So pen is 35, but they have taken it as 40. So why they have taken it as 40? They just maybe added 5. So let's look at how can the word lot will be coded. So lot, L is going to be 12th and O is 15th alphabet and T is 28th alphabet. What is the sum of this? 12 plus 15, which is going to be 27, plus 40 plus 20, which is giving a result as 47. But 47, if you add 5 for this, it is not matching with any result, because 47 plus 5 is 52, but none of the options is having 52. Then what is happening here? Just observe once again. Why they are adding 5? I am just thinking of. So if adding 5 is the reason behind it, is this is the reason. That means they have taken the sum of the alphabet positions and they have just added the middle alphabet to it. In the similarly, lot sum of the alphabet positions is 47 and you just add the middle alphabet to this so that you will get the answer. That means 47, what is the middle alphabet? O. O is 15th. So 47 plus 15 if you do, you will get a result as 62. Mark the answer option 2. Hope it is clear for you. So very simple, they are just taking the positions of the alphabets and adding the middle alphabet to it. So P is 16 and O is 5 and N is 14. Sum of this is going to be 35 and they have just added 5 for this and they have taken this value as 40. In the similar way, LOT is taken as what? L is going to be 12th alphabet, O is going to be 15th alphabet, T is 28th alphabet. What is the sum of this? Sum of this is going to be 47. If you add 15 to it, it will be 62. That will be your answer. Mark your answer as option 2. Let's move on to next question. Look at this. Question number 22 given in 2023 paper. Lake is what? Meet is QIEX. So if you observe, this is a complete pair and observe this complete pair to understand the logic. So if you observe MEAT, meet is taken as QIEX. What is M position? M is 13th alphabet. What is Q position? Q is 17th alphabet. Dear students, you must by heart those values, then only you start this. Whatever I have given as a prerequisites, first by heart those values. Spend half an hour or 1 hour, whatever is the time if you want to spend, you spend. Memorize and by heart those values and then only you go with the next continuous video. Without that, you won't be feeling very comfortable of solving. So while I am solving, you can also parallelly solve if you remember. Otherwise, it won't be that much comfortable to go with the session. Hope it is clear. Let's move on. E is going to be 5th alphabet and I is going to be 9th alphabet. A is first alphabet, E is 5th alphabet. T is 20, X is 24. So is there any logic going on here? Yes. If you observe here, 13 is 17. That means there is an increase of 4 and 5 is 9. 1 is 5. 20 is 24. So I understand that every alphabet is increased by 1. So every alphabet is increased by 1 means the same logic you have to apply to get your answer. That means in the question we have lake. So every alphabet need to be increased by 4 to get your answer choice. Every alphabet is increased by 4, same like previous. So L is 12. 12 plus 4 is going to be 16. 16th alphabet is what? P. So answer cannot be these two. And A is 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 means what? E. Answer should start with P. Only one option is there. Mark it as answer choice. So always use elimination when you are solving the questions. Look at the question number 3. Question 23. So if you observe this question, they have taken BEI as taken as 90. Then how the word IOU is taken? So what is B position? B is 2. E position is 5. I position is 9. Why they have taken 90? If you add these numbers, this is 7 plus 4, 7 plus 9, which is equal to 16, not matching with 90. But how we are getting 90? Yes, very good. Just by multiplying these numbers, we got 90. That means what is happening here? They have just taken the alphabet positions and multiplied them. In a similar way, what is the code for IOU is the question. So IOU means I is 9, O is 15, U is 21. So I is 9, O is 15 and U is 21. So you have to find out the product of these numbers. So 9 into 15 is giving a result as 135. You can multiply with the 21. So 21 into 5, which is giving a result as 105. And 21 into 3 is going to be 63 plus 10, 73. And 21 plus 21 into 1 is 21 plus 7 is 28. 2835 should be the answer. Available as 4. Mark it as answer choice. And even you can also solve the question just by using the digital sum logic. Why? Because this is 9, the sum of the digits 9 into any number will have the final result, or a digital sum of the final result will be 9 only. You can check which of the option is matching with the digital sum of 9, mark it as answer choice. So if you observe this, 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 8 is 18. So 18 means it is matching with 9, you can mark it as an answer. So if you didn't understand about this point, we'll discuss this point later when I'm discussing a simple concept of digital sum. As of now, you can find the product and mark the answer, and fastest trick I'll discuss in the later video. Look at the next question on the screen. Mango is 18, pride is what? It's a very good question which I have seen in 2023 paper, because previously this type of model question they have not given, but this time they given this type of question. Remember, this may be the question which can be expected in the next coming years also. So if you observe, they given a data mango, M-A-N-G-O, mango is taken as 18. What is the reason of taking mango as 18? I am trying to observe here. What is M position? M is 13, A is 1, N is 14, G is 7, O is 15. Sir, why you are writing directly all these alphabet positions? If you want to crack the question, first write the alphabet positions. All alphabets, put it in numbers. Not only here, even when you are solving coding and decoding, even when you are solving number series, you have to do this first. Then only you start with then only you will get an idea of solving the question. Otherwise, you cannot solve. So that is the reason. Always do remember, to solve these questions, first take the alphabets in numbers. That's why remember all the alphabets. At least remember EJOT trick. So now, what is the sum of these numbers? 13 plus 1, 14, 14 plus 14, 28, 28 plus 7, 35, 35 plus 15, which is 15. But they have taken it as 18. So then this is a lesser number than the addition of this. So maybe some subtraction might be happening here. So what is happening exactly, I am trying to understand now. So to understand this, just please observe one important point here. Is there any vowels available here? What are vowels? A, E, I, O, U are the vowels. You observe here, A and O are the vowels available here. A and O are the vowels available here. And now if you observe, what is the sum of the vowels positions? 15 plus 1 is 16. What is the sum of consonants positions in mango? Consonants are M, N, G. 13 plus 14 plus 7. 13 plus 14, which is 27. 27 plus 7, which is equal to 34. So 34 minus 16 if you do, you are getting a result as 18. Oh, what is the logic here? In this word, they have taken the sum of all the vowels, sum of all the consonants, and they figure out the difference of those numbers. Very, very good question, which I feel, because in the previous papers they didn't given this type of model. That's why this is an expected model question in the examination. So in the similar way, how the word pride is coded is a question. So even if you observe in pride, what are the vowels and consonants, we'll figure out. So pride, P-R-I-D-E. In pride, what are the vowels and what are the consonants? First, let me write the positions. P is 16th alphabet, R is 18th alphabet, I is 9th alphabet, D is 4th alphabet, E is 5th alphabet. And any consonants here? Yes. I and E are the vowels, remaining all are consonants. And what is the sum of these vowels? 9 plus 5, which is equal to 14. What is the sum of the consonants? Which is 16 plus 18 plus 4. 16 plus 4, 20. 20 plus 18 is going to be 38. So if you find out the difference of these numbers, 38 minus 14 will give your answer. What is 38 minus 14? 38 minus 14 is giving a result as 24. That will be the answer available as to mark it as answer choice. Important model, expected model in the 2024 paper also. Moving forward to next question. Numeral energy question and very simple question. 125 is 8. 512 will be what? 125 is 8. Then 512 will be what? 512 will be what? This is a question. As soon as you see this number 125 and 8, you must memorize one value. What is that? What is 125? It's a very, very familiar number which can be written as 5 cube. So 5 cube become 8. In a similar way, 512 will be what? 512 is also a cube number which can be written as 8 cube. So now you understand why 5 cube become 8. So 5 cube, this 5, they have just increased by 3 and taken as 8. In the similarly, 8 cube, 8 will be increased by 3. 8 plus 3 is 11, mark the answer as 3. 8 plus 3 is 11, mark the answer as 3. That means what is happening, what is the logic? N cube is turns to be n plus 3. This is the logic. The same logic you can apply to get your answer. So mark the answer which is going to be 11. 5 cube, 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 cube, 8 plus 3 is 11. This is the answer. Next one. Very simple question. Question number 26. Word based question they have given here. KNIP is taken as pink. Madam is what? So they just taken reverse of the alphabets. As soon as you see this question, you will understand that logic. So madam also, even if you reverse the digits, it will look like madam only. So answer for the question is option 2. The logic here is they are just taking the reverse of the alphabets given in the word. Next question. Question number 27. So if you observe here, 6EIM is taken as 14MQU. This is a reference value. So in the reference pair, I am trying to understand the logic. What is the logic here? 6 is 18. That means 6 is 14. That means what is the increase? It is increased by 8. E is 5th alphabet. M is 13th alphabet. What is the increase? Again 8. I is 9th alphabet. Q is 17th alphabet. What is the increase? Increase will be 8. And M is 13th alphabet. O is 21 alphabet. What is the increase? Increase will be 8. That means you can understand each and every number and alphabet are increased by 8. The same logic you can apply to get your answer. That means here we have 2BFQ. So 2 if you increase by 8, 2 plus 8 is 10. All the options are 10. We cannot eliminate a single option here. B is the second alphabet. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 is nothing but J. You can eliminate these two options. And F is 6th alphabet. 6 plus 8 is 14. That means it will be having the alphabet, 14th alphabet as N. N is nothing but option 3. Eliminate option D. Hope you are able to understand. Next one. Question number 28. QOMK is taken as IGEC. So what is the logic? Let's look at Q. What is the logic? You can observe QOMK is taken as IGEC. Let's observe the logic here. What is Q position? Q is 17th alphabet, I is 9th alphabet, O is 15th alphabet, G is 7th alphabet, M is 13th alphabet, E is 5th alphabet, K is 11th alphabet, E is 3rd alphabet. What is happening here? 11 become 9. That means there is a 17 become 9. There is a decrease of 8. 15 becomes 7. There is a decrease of 8. Again there is a decrease of 8. Again there is a decrease of 8. That means every alphabet is decreased by 8 here. That is the logic. You can apply the same logic to get your answer. That means here we have X, B, T, R. What is X position? X is 24. If you decrease by 8, 24 minus 8 is 16. What is 16th alphabet? P. So your answer should start with P. I am eliminating the first option choice. Remaining are possible. Let's look at the next one. B is 22. 22 if you decrease by 8. What will be the value? If you decrease by 8, it will be 14. That means answer should start with PN. So you look at this option. Option 2, option 4 are eliminated. Only option is starting with PN is option 3. Mark it as an answer choice. No need to solve further. Because time saving is very important in the ICET examination. Because keep remember, you are going to have 200 questions in the exam and you have only 150 minutes for solving these 200 questions. That means you have less than a minute for solving the question. That means always make sure you are trying to solve the question by taking less than 1 minute, less than 30 seconds. Then only you can able to look at more questions in the exam. Otherwise, few of the students in the examinations are missing lot of questions. They are missing some sections also. That is the reason they are not able to get a good score. So you should not be cool while you are solving the question in the exam. But while you are doing the practice inside the home, you can take some time, do the practice more questions, then it will be okay. But it comes to final examination, make sure you are in the high pace of solving the question. Let's look at the next question on the screen. So they given a pair C by L 24 by 27, E by N 28 by 45, dash will be this. That means we have to find out what are these numbers. So I am just trying to observe what is happening to the alphabets. C is the third alphabet, E is the fifth alphabet, G is the seventh alphabet, I is the ninth alphabet. Okay. So this is increased by 2, this also increased by 2. There is no doubt, it's fine. And what is happening to the number 24 is 28. That means 24 is increased by 4 and it becomes 28. What should be this numerator number? Something is increased by 4 and we got 36. That means this number should be 32. This number should be 32 means we can eliminate these two options. Answer can be either this or this. And let's look at what is happening to the other number which is there in the down. If you observe this number, this is 27, this is 45. And if by looking at these numbers, you can understand these numbers are very familiar numbers going in 9 table. 9 3s are 9 5s are. That means there is an increase of multiplication factor by 2. 9 3s are 9 5s are. And if you observe, this can be written as 9 9s are. If it is 9 9s are, what will be this? This should be decreased by 2. It should be 9 7s are. What is 9 7s are? 63. Answer will be this. Eliminate this. Hope you are able to understand. Look at the last question from analogy. IC is 6, DR will be what? IC will be 6, DR will be what? So I am directly writing the alphabet positions to understand the logic here. I, C. I is 9th alphabet, C is the 3rd alphabet. What is the difference of this? Is 6. That means in the similar way, DR will be what? D is the 4th alphabet, R is the 18th alphabet. What is the difference of these numbers? 14. It should be the answer. So you can mark the answer as option 2. Hope you are able to understand. So that's it. That is the end of this session. And I am trying to give 3 practice questions. If you follow the entire video, please solve these 3 practice questions and comment below. And if you have any query, comment your answers below. If you have any query, we will discuss those questions in the next coming video. Look at the first practice question number 1. Take a screenshot if you want. Practice question number 2. Simple question. Practice question number 3. Yes. So you solve these 3 practice questions and keep it in the comment box. And any other queries or doubts are there, put it in the comment box. I'll check every comment and I'll give the response based on that. So I'll make a next series of video. I'll make a next video on odd man out. Thank you so much. All the best for your preparation. Don't forget to subscribe the channel.